The Community Policing Forum in Nyanga in Cape Town says it's concerned about an increasing number of bodies which have been found in people's yards in recent weeks after the body of a young boy was found in a sports bag dumped in someone's yard on Friday morning. On August 3rd, the body of a 15-year-old boy was found dumped in a wheelie bin 5 houses away from where this latest discovery was made. A suspect has since been arrested. Newzroom Afrika's Nasiphi is live for us from outside. I believe Nasiphi, not too far from the local police station. Has any link been drawn between these bodies and why they would be dumped in this area specifically?
Well, Timbekile, as you put it, there is great concern from the CPF, including that small community that falls under Crossroad in regards to the dumping of bodies in their community, particularly one street, which is probably about 5 kilometers from where we're standing, which is the Nyanga police station. And that community there not only has concerns, but also fears that people would commit or can commit a crime elsewhere and find it fitting to dump bodies in their community, particularly in one street. And at this present moment, according to the CPF, there seems to be no link at the moment. However, they are calling on the residents of that community and even the community, the greater community of Nyanga to rather have their wheelie bins stored inside their homes, as they believe that wheelie bins in Nyanga and also in the surrounding communities is what is being used to not only dump bodies in, but also transport illegal goods, such as maybe stolen goods or even bodies or dead bodies. So that concern is something that has been put on the table. We do know that other people have also said that perhaps if there were CCTV cameras in this community of Nyanga, that perhaps it might just be a deterrent for those looking to perpetrate crime.
Were all of these people, the bodies at least that have been found so far, were they all killed in the same way?
Well, they didn't go into details in regards to how the two bodies were, or rather the condition of the two bodies and how they were killed. However, as you put it, the 15-year-old was found inside a wheelie bin in someone's yard, which she obviously discovered as she made her way to her wheelie bin to, dump her rubbish in. And the other body, which is of a 5-year-old boy, was found in a little tog bag, or rather sports bag, dumped in between houses. And they believe that these crimes are probably perpetrated in a community that is not too far from where they are, and they basically just separated by a road. However, concerns are something that is obviously rife in that community, and obviously the fears that are creeping in, and they believe that, or rather calling on SAPS to have more visible patrols in their communities to serve as that deterrent.
And Nyanga, Nasiphi, just to remind for our viewers for context, is a police station that in fact has been in the top 2 in terms of the number of murder cases reported in each quarter.
Indeed, for the longest time, for close to a decade, Nyanga was known as the murder capital of the country, and reduced now in terms of the number of murders that are reported to SAPS. And it is also still a concern in the Western Cape, even though the numbers have drastically declined. And it's one of the 10 police and it's one of the 10 crime hotspot precincts that provincial SAPS, including law enforcement, which is local government, has its eye set on in terms of trying to reduce the crime. The CPF this morning said that now looking at what has been happening in that small community falling under Crossroad, maybe now is the time for them to go back to basics and strengthen those community relations that they had, which ultimately try to bring down the numbers, saying that strengthening the relationship between SAPS and the community, including law enforcement officers, is what assisted in bringing down the crime, where community members felt comfortable and trusted to go to the police station to investigate matters of crime, including murders, which ultimately brought down the numbers. So they do believe that maybe going back to basics and going to grassroots level is what's going to be assisting in trying to get to the root cause of what is behind these dumpings of bodies in people's yards.
Bisame live for us in Nyanga in Cape Town. Thank you.